And that was Hardwood Hearts, and welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I'm your host, Scott Ramp.
And I'm Noelle McAvoy. Good morning, everyone.
We have a great show for you guys today. It's going to be action-packed, full of all sorts of stuff. The opening was Hardwood Hearts, and they were playing at the next living room session. This can be dropping on Monday, so be sure to look out for that on YouTube and all that stuff. We have weather. Let's talk about the weather. We have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, but the weather is going to get much nicer. So, if we take a look at our
it's not
nice
going to get
little
nicer,
weather.
Scott.
Well, it's much better than it has
nicer.
been. It's currently 27 degrees Fahrenheit outside. That's more than can be said last time and yesterday. But it's going to rain tonight, but there's 50% chance of rain, so it's probably not going to rain. Maybe not. It might rain for like 5 minutes. And Saturday, it's supposed to have mixtures of rain and snow, highs into the 40s. We're going to be seeing highs into the 30s and touching 40s all through the week. Pretty much. And there is snow. There's a lot of snow warnings going out there, so I'm not entirely sure if it's going to snow or not, or if it's just going to snow in the mountains. So just look out for that if you're going to be traveling this weekend. And you do know that Thanksgiving is next week. It's going to be huge. It's going to be awesome. So I do want to talk about our new website, because our new website is going to be awesome. It is awesome. So this is our new MCAT website. You just go on to mcat.org, and you can see all sorts of cool stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's still in development, but this is what it is so far. You can see some video on demand, schedule services. It's basically like our old website, but it's all really, really cool. I like it because we use it making the Wix page. Let's see. Hold on a second. I still need the computer. Sorry, Noelle. I do want to talk about our Wake Up Missoula site, so you can check us out on wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. You can totally like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter. We're also on YouTube, so we post all our videos that we have on YouTube. We have our playlist that has over 100 of our Wake Up Missoula morning show, all sorts of great kooky stuff. But I do want to start by talking. Well, I know I keep on saying start by talking, but I want to say that a guy I know, Valley Lopez, and a friend of mine, Catherine Cook, did a kind of like a music video / music thing to kind of promote Valley Lopez's Kickstarter. He's trying to raise some money, like about $4,000, so he can make a nice, good, clean album. And if you donate enough money, he'll write a song about you. And if you donate even more money, you'll be able to sing with him. So it's all sorts of great stuff, and I like to promote other musicians. So I'm going to show this right now. So enjoy. Yeah, so check it out. Good. You can find them on Kickstarter. So cool. I'm going to show that quick page real quick. So you just have to go on Kickstarter. Boom. New Blue Winter. Yep.
Nice. They're really good.
So far they have about $1,100 of their
Cool.
37, 50, 100 goal. So that's pretty specific on what he wants to kickstart. So if you want to do it, look up Valley Lopez at Kickstarter, and he has 12 days to go. So check it out. All right.
Cool. Sounds good.
So we have some city council.
We do, yeah. There was city council was kind of intense.
Got pretty long.
It was very long. So, and I wasn't able to pull all my sound bites up for city council either. So I'll tell you guys what I got. Okay, so they are talking about Hillview Way, and as we all know, Hillview Way they've been discussing construction of the road, and they tried to do it in 2007, but it just didn't really go through, and they're trying to do it now, and there's just like a bunch of concerns, like a bunch of problems with like funding, and everyone's really kind of like confused and wants some more discussion on it.
Yes.
And so, yeah.
Everyone wants this road to improve. Everyone is in consensus about the road being improved.
Mm-hmm.
The majority, I would say about like 95% people really want this road to be done. People who drive up Hillview Way.
Well,
and the funding.
Actually, there's like a bunch of people a lot of people don't want it done.
They don't mind the road?
Yeah, there are quite a few people that are saying it doesn't need improvements, they don't want it done. And then there are those that are saying it does need improvements, but it's just going to be really expensive.
Right.
And so what they're wanting to do is create a new district. They want to put this in the road district.
From what I've seen, the special improvement district is had a lot more controversy than actually improving the road itself.
Yeah, so they want to move this into the road district, so it'd be funded by the road district. But if that happens, all of Missoula's taxpayers are going to have to pay into Hillview Road rather than just the people that live around there. So that's the controversy right now. It's like how they're going to get funding, how people are going to be able to, who's going to pay for it. So starts off with Bruce Bender. And he presents some extra information on the changes and the meetings with the landowner representatives that like have land up there but don't want to pay as much. Yeah. So here he is.
Bruce Bender, CAO. As a result of the public hearing Monday night, we've been working with the large parcel property owner representatives on some concepts that were more acceptable to them, but also meets the intent of what the city was going to do on those large parcels. As you may recall, we had actually budgeted road district funding to pay the assessments on the large tracts if the property owners of them agreed to reimburse us as they developed. And the concept was that we would charge them an equivalent assessment when a building permit was issued. And that equivalent assessment would be based upon what year of the SID that they were getting the building permit. In other words, if it was year 10, they would pay 10 years of interest on plus the principal. We would cap that idea. It was at 20 years because that's the length of the SID, and so the 20th year would represent about $700 of interest plus the principal. So if you had, $1,700 single dwelling assessment, you could at 20 year at the 20th year you could end up paying $2,400 back to the city.
Okay, so those are the new changes that are going on. With that, there's some difficulties that the property owners worry about that are owning land and not in the houses. So here's this quote.
The difficulty that the property owners were having was this idea that we had estimated based upon land use, based upon our best evaluation of zoning and also topography, estimated the number of units or lots or whatever that was going to be created.
Yeah, so they're just worried about like how much they're actually building and like what estimates they took and how they're charging them. And so for the solution for these problems, they want to simplify the SID, but they want to simplify the SID and it nets the same result as it would if it was like the original plan. And so here is his soundbite on that.
changes when you expand it. So when you hit play, it'll go back to where it was.
Okay.
So the only complexity that brings
No,
to the
sorry
city.
guys, that's the wrong soundbite. All right. This should be the right
Was
one.
at 20 years, because that's the length of the SID, and so the 20th year would represent about 7.
Nope, sorry.
We could probably just skip it. Can
I
you
know.
kind of paraphrase what he kind of talked
Yeah,
about?
I mean, it's just pretty much just they want to simplify the SID, and so they just want to, like, I don't know, just simplify it. Yeah, that was pretty much the gist of it. But there's some complexities for the city that they're a little worried about, and so here's a soundbite for that.
To deal with is that under the financing aspect, we had always represented to you that this $800,000 amount was going to be paid for by the district on an annual basis, and that we were going to finance that $800,000 with this SID. So if we remove that out of this picture and we're only going to assess one per parcel, then we have to figure out a mechanism separately to fund this. And what we would be recommending.
And so they need to figure out a mechanism separately to fund it, and so here's his recommendation for that.
Would be to use the road district as the method of funding this on a bond. You can sell a bond, it's a district just like this, and may even get better interest rate because basically you're securing it with all assessments in the city. And then, so the net cost to the district would be the same. In other words, you'd be paying that off over 20 years. It was going to, remember?
Yeah, so the net cost would be the same. So the property owners
So is
are
it-
agreeing.
So it's basically what he's saying is he's like extending it. Instead of property owners paying, let's say, $3
For
a month
20
for their
years?
house, for 10 years, they're going to pay
It's-
$6. I mean, they're going to pay half of that for 20 years.
Well, it's up to 40 years.
Up to
They're
40
yeah,
years?
they're
yeah,
now
yeah, they were talking about that on the meeting
Yeah.
that I covered.
Yeah.
That it would be 40 years, and that's when the controversy with the property owners.
Yeah, yep. So that's
Landowners,
so
I mean.
property owners are agreeing to work together, and so the new plan is the new SID will result in a longer term agreement of 40 years, and so it would be cheaper, but it would be 40 years. So
Yeah.
that's quite a bit.
That's a lifetime.
Yeah. So, but Alex Taft asked the questions about the finances and who is going to be paying for this.
Is there a way to get basically more skin in the game from the large property owners if we assess them not for one property, but what would be developed along the frontage of Hillview Way? I'm trying to remember what that map.
Yeah, so Alex Taft and everyone else wants less of an impact on the rest of the taxpaying city because under this new road district, the rest of the city is going to have to pay for it rather than just Hillview Way residents. So that's kind of controversial. I'm sure, and there are people that don't even go up that road.
Yeah.
Why would they want to?
Why would they want to pay for it?
Yeah. Okay, and so here is Bruce's response to that.
We've gone through this process right from the beginning that when we brought the CIP to you and then we started this SID process, that we were not going to collect on any of those parcels until they developed. And so, that's kind of changing the, actually, we're going to collect more right now, to tell you the truth. We were going to collect 0 if they signed the agreement. Now we're going to collect 1. So we are getting 1 assessment under this proposal right now. So that is 1 more than what we had before. Now, admittedly, we're talking about probably 10 parcels here, so we're getting 10 assessments. But I guess my problem with that one, Alex, is that we're kind of changing the game pretty late in the stage, because we had initially, right up front, when we started talking about this, that we were going to always, if the property owners agreed, we were going to defer their assessments until they build. And so that would be changing. To me, that really muddies what we always had represented.
Okay, yeah. And so Adam Hertz asked a really good question. So here is Adam Hertz.
So just to clarify, if there's never anything built on these vacant lots, the city taxpayers through the special road district will bear the cost of I guess if you include the road district and transportation impact fees, will bear the cost of roughly 50% of this project or more.
Yeah, and so Bruce's response was yes. Yeah, that's what's going on. So then, so Ed Childers wants to know if there's going to be an impact fee, because with this, there's already an impact fee. It's a transportation impact fee. And so Ed wants to know, is there going to be another transportation? Is there going to be another impact fee? And Bruce's response was, no, it's not an impact fee, but it's going to get paid for at the same time as an impact fee. And so it's kind of like an impact fee. I don't know. Yeah, pretty much. But Marilyn Marler has had a lot to say during this meeting, and she's not pleased, and she doesn't really approve of it because she's not okay with like how it's going to be funded and like the language of it. Mm-hmm. So here is a soundbite from Marilyn Marler asking him, what are we going to do? What are we going to do about this?
On a lot right now, but this is it's a tough one. Is there a way to phase it? Is there a way to do like the lower third where those people say, yeah, I'll pay for it, it's going to make my life better, and then we don't do the middle part, and then the second phase is the other side of the road? And what are we going to do? Let's give the people what they want. No road improvements. I mean, what do we do?
Bruce?
Yeah. What do we do, Bruce? What do we do? All right, here's his response. He's going to tell us what we're going to do.
I understand that you've gotten complaints, but I would argue that when you look at the stats of that, it's a minority of those property owners there. When you look at the we did get support from 70, and we got protests from about 200, and yet the remainder I would call is informed consent. I mean,
yep. So they've got some protests, they've got support, and the rest of them had no say. So yeah, like you said, informed consent. Yeah. So yeah, probably about like 80% are in support of it. Yeah. But there hasn't been too much like public comment on it. I mean,
right. They've had many years to do this, and they've been trying to do this from since like 2007, if not earlier. But 2007 was the last time they tried to do this special improvement district, and a lot of times it's like, it's not a road. It's not a typical road that we're used to. It's one of those really, really gnarly roads that we have to drive through. And it's also within the city of Missoula's best interest as well, because it's also a mountain line bus trail as well. Even up Whitaker. Whitaker is another part of the trail too, and that road is just like pretty bad as well.
Yeah, yeah. So he encourages the city to consider this.
So I guess I would encourage the council to consider that it's just not simply, a popularity on whether this should be done or not. We have some responsibilities here. We have a road that is substandard, that it can be very hazardous in the winter. That's the city's responsibility, and that this is an opportunity to, because it's a hillside. Because it is a hillside situation, it's a more difficult or more challenging and more hazardous road. Because when you get the snow melts up there and that water comes shooting across the road, it is a hazardous road more than what you'll see on the flats.
Yeah, so he's got a good point. Like super hazardous. It's really steep. The grade is really intense. And so it needs to be done for the safety of Missoula and the people that live over there. But also, like, still everyone's like, where are we going to get the funding from? So Emily Bentley has got a concern about this, and here's her soundbite.
I'm also concerned about this precedent. So are we going to start building other streets, using funding this way? Are people in other wards going to get this kind of special treatment? And maybe they are, and but that's a big conversation, to start to just. I think that's a bigger conversation. So I'm concerned that people are getting a subsidy by people in my ward. My constituents are subsidizing a road that they will never use. I've never used it, you know. I have no reason to go up Hillview. I don't think most people in Ward 3 do. And not only that, the people who live there, like Marilyn said, are saying they don't really want the improvements.
Yeah. So the funding is just pretty controversial. Like, they're trying to get other tax through this district. Everyone else in the city would have to pay for it. And so I don't know. I didn't hear any numbers about how much cheaper it would make it for everyone, or if it would end a term, or if the term agreement would be shorter, or anything. I didn't hear any numbers like that. But it's a pretty good concern, you know. Like, I understand I don't want to pay for a road that I don't drive up, but also you got to think about how, like, the safety of it.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Okay, so then my next soundbite is Marilyn Marler is concerned about the disproportion of funding with the taxpayers and what the proportions look like. So here's her soundbite with that.
Are we going to put the same proportion of funding into some other projects around town? I don't think that it should only be paid by the people that live up there, but we have to be mindful of how we're funding this. And we can't, money that we're putting into this from public subsidy is money away from Russell Street or, you know, other things that really need to be done.
Yeah, so that's a fair concern, definitely. It's kind of expensive. And Bruce said that the proportions that they've got, they have 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3 of everything going on. And so the proportions are evening out. And so, I don't know, they say that it's working out, and this is the best plan. So we'll see. But pretty much everyone wants more discussion of this. They want more conversation about how it's going to get funded, like who's paying for it, what exactly they're going to improve. And it's pretty smart. Yeah, I mean, it's good questions. And they don't want to tax people that don't drive up there and aren't going to drive up there. And Marilyn Marler even said in the meeting that she's never been up Hillview Road. Yeah, but also you got to think about the safety about it. And so Ed Childers was just curious about the water runoff, and Kevin Slovak, the city engineer, responded, and he said that the water runoff will be fine. They've got a big enough pipe that they can build underground, that they can catch the water and the water runoff, and it'll be just fine. Yeah. And then they're also going to be looking at the utilities, and so they'll be delving deeper into the utilities and how much those are going to cost people and how those are going to affect the road. Adam Hertz asked a question about the design and safety of it, and they said that the design and safety is the best that they're going to do. Adam Hertz was concerned about, like, the city engineer said something about, cars being able to, like, kind of swerve into the bike lane in order to, like, realign themselves, because they're going to narrow the road and they're going to add curbs and sidewalks and bike lanes. And so they're kind of concerned with, like, how is that going to help? Like, since this is already a road that has had fatalities on it, how is that going to improve the road and improve, like, safety and design? And so the city engineer said that, well, with a narrower road, they're hoping that drivers will slow down more, because they're like, I have a narrow road, I don't have as much space, I need to go slower. And then he said something about, like, with the bike lane, a driver could maybe, like, swerve into the lane, and to realign itself just in case. And then Adam Hertz made a good point about how, like, bikers should not have to worry about cars maybe having to realign and swerve into their lane, you know? And so he asked about a buffer, and the city engineer said that there are buffers and we could put them in place, but it would just cost so much more money. Yeah. So there was a couple of public comment. Jeff Stevens is a constituent that lives there, and he thinks it's a good idea. He's in support of it. He owns businesses around town, and he thinks that, he's in support of it, and he thinks that this road really needs to be improved, and he's lived there for a long time. And then Linda Fry, which was an older gal that lives there, she said that she's lived there for 31 years and that she's concerned about the road because of the older residents that live at the top. Most of them are retired and older, and she's worried about, like, the slipping and the sliding and the ice and, like, the huge steep gradient of the road, and that she's in support of it and she wants to get done because it needs to happen, and you've got to think about safety. Yeah. So this was quite a long city council, but they are going to put it on the back burner for 2 weeks. Will not put it on the back burner. They're going to talk about it more. They're going to reformulate, get some details in order, and they're going to bring it back to public comment and to discussion in 2 weeks. So 1st of December is when we'll hear about that again. Yeah, that was pretty much what happened with city council. It was pretty long, but Hillview Way is still in discussion, so nothing's really solid yet. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so it's
Cool.
what's going on with city council. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about, it is today, Friday, and it, like every other Friday, we like to show a flagship video of the week. So it's Flagship Friday, and I want to give a little introduction for it first. This is an 8-minute short video about life in a school where people don't quite understand some kids nowadays, and how there's big, huge miscommunication between friends, lovers, fighters,
Enemies,
Yeah.
teachers, students.
all sorts of great stuff. So, without further ado, this is Flagship Friday Presents Red Coat. Can I help you?
I don't understand why everybody's telling me to stay away from red coat.
Did you just say red coat?
Yeah.
Listen, that kid is bad news. And I think you can do yourself a favor and everyone else a favor by basically heeding to that warning by staying away from red coat. You know, I'm not supposed to say you're not supposed to do it, but you shouldn't be hanging out with red coat. Oh, can I help you?
I'm clapping erasers.
Okay.
Well, I don't understand. What does he do that's bad?
Listen, I don't understand half the things that are happening in school.
Oh my god, yesterday was so amazing. I got a pedicure the other day. It was awesome. Hi, Redcoat!
See you guys later.
Bye-bye! He's mine. Oh, yeah!
Yo, what's up, Rachel?
Yo, bro!
Sorry.
It's okay. How'd you get up the stairs?
I have my ways.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Just on my way to class.
I like how you get around on that wheelie chair.
Alright, let's cut the crap. What is going on with you? Everybody's telling me to stay away from you.
It's just really complicated. Wouldn't understand.
What is wrong with you? You're born with a coat. Your mom was born with a coat. I don't know what's happening. Was your mom named Pink Coat or something? I'm so confused. What is wrong with you?
It's a condition. I just have to wear this coat.
Well, like, what is your condition?
It's just really complicated. I gotta go.
Well, see ya. Don't know what that was. I really hate this school.
Sit on me! Sit on me, please! Please!
Hi, Redcoat Stealer.
Oh, so I hear you're the Redcoat Stealer. Well, I'm here to warn you that if you ever talk to him again, you'll be in deep, 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 deep doo.
Idiots in stereo. Anyway, I'm not a Redcoat Stealer. We just talked. He's just a stupid dude in this stupid school, and I would leave this school if I could.
You should leave. You shouldn't be here anyway. Jeez. Like, we're not gonna just stand here and let you steal Redcoat.
First of all, you don't tell me what to do. Second of all, you're not even standing.
We're comfortable. Where'd she go? Hey, we're saying the same thing. Mustache! Pineapple! Kill!
good acoustics. Yeah.
So, I hear you and Callista are going out on a study date.
That's not even a fraction of her percentage of truth. I just asked her if she wanted to study.
Oh, I see how it is.
Hi.
Hey.
So when are you done to study? I know you still need some help with stuff.
Oh, study!
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, just a seizure. Yeah, study. Study, you know, it's weird. Where?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm just gonna play basketball with my friends.
So, is that girl over there your friend?
Not really. I'm just gonna go play basketball. That's not really any of your business.
Well, 5 more chances, and you lose us both. You don't deserve me! No, me!
All I need is books.
You're just jealous!
Why are we playing fake basketball?
It expands our imagination. Now check this out. I'm riding a horsey while playing basketball.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So are you going out with Callista?
Not you too.
Yes, me too.
We're just studying together. She's just really smart.
Okay. I like dumb girls. Oh, well, hi, it bounced off the rim.
No, it didn't. Not in my imagination.
But in my imagination, it did. And then it bounced off my head and made it back in, and I scored.
Well, not in my imagination.
It's mine. You're playing imaginary basketball. It's my favorite game.
Yeah, but only boys can play.
Imagine me as a dude.
Okay, that works.
Hey, imaginary basketball. Can I play? I'm hip. 2-on-2. Yay!
So we need to get the ball in the hoop.
Yeah.
Imagination. If we do patty cake for 2 minutes straight, the ball will magically appear in our hands, and then if we throw it, it will go in the goal.
Good idea. Let's do it. I blocked it.
No.
Not my imagination.
My imagination.
To have fun, I have a real book.
Well, that's a pretty good game.
And that's that. That's all I can.
Oh man, those kids are so awesome. They're so funny. Every
Good.
Friday, they just put out the funniest things. They're so creative.
Yeah. Do you have any?
I do have events.
Okay,
yes.
so
Yes.
yeah, all sorts of great stuff this weekend. Do you have any big plans for the weekend?
Well, actually, no.
Studying and
I have to do homework. Yeah.
It's the end of the school year.
It is.
Finals is second week in December.
Yep.
December 8th and on.
Yeah. So I've got 1 test, 2 papers, and a project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So not
today
too
is a friend of mine's birthday, Josh Rusted. It's his
Hey.
birthday today.
Happy birthday.
He turned 29.
Aw.
And then I will not announce his age ever again after in his next coming birthdays.
Happy 21st birthday.
29th.
21st.
29th.
First? No.
Unless you mean his annual 21st birthday.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Ooh, so
All right.
more crafts fair coming up.
Yeah, it's the holiday season, so everyone's crafting, so you all can have presents for your family. So in the Missoula County Courthouse on the ground floor, they're having a craft fair. This is to benefit PEO scholarships for women. The items include silver spoon jewelry, mittens, wool hats, quilted items, aprons, brooms, photo note cards, and more. Yeah. Missoula Public Library is having story time today at 10:30 in the morning. This is for ages 3 to 6 years old. It's stories, songs, finger plays, flannel board stories, and more. Spectrum Discovery Area is having their Discovery Bench, which is properties of water, and the Brain Lab, which is fruit fly fun. This is from 11. They're open from 11 to 4, and it's $3.50 for anyone 4 and over. But if you're 3 and under, you get them for free. Missoula Public Library is having Yarns. Yarns is starting at noon, and this is a afternoon lunchtime thing for knitters and crocheters to get together and knit, yarn together, hang out, eat some lunch, and then go back to work. Or if you don't have work, you just stay there all day.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Missoula Senior Center is having the line dancing group. This is every Friday. Advanced and beginners are welcome. It starts at 1 and it's $1.50 fee because, Senior Center is nonprofit.
Yep.
And they do a great job. We appreciate you, Senior Center. The Zootown Arts Community Center is having an open house and members event. This is starting at 6 p.m. this evening. So it's for members, and it's an open house. So it's members and people that also maybe are thinking about being members and want to be members. So you learn about all the new classes that are coming. And then meet the staff and board members and educators, interns, volunteers. And so they'll have food, music, drinks, art. They're going to have their painting studio up, glass fusing studio, and a print shop. And so anyone can go in and make some art and hang out, listen to music, eat some good food, drink some good drinks. Yeah, sounds fun. Every Friday from 6 to 8, the Top Hat has Family Friendly Friday. This is for parents and kids alike to go and run around and eat food and hang out. The music guest tonight is Andrea Harsel, and Family Friendly Friday is always free. Ooh, tonight there is a celebrity chef tour dinner. Oh my god. Okay, so this is at the Governor's Room in the historic Florence Hotel. This celebrity chef tour began in 2004 as a way to bring the dining experience of New York City to different cities around the country. And so tonight is the first celebrity chef tour dinner. It's hosted by Missoula Independent and Two Sisters Catering at the Governor's Room in the Florence Hotel. Each dish is going to be paired with wine and beer. Of course, it's Missoula. How could you not? And so here are the chefs. So the host chefs are Beth and Susan Higgins, which have Two Sisters Catering here in Missoula. Tanya Holland, she's got Brown Sugar Kitchen and B-Side Barbecue in Oakland, California. Andrew Wilson, he owns the Carnero's Bistro Wine Bar in Sonoma, California. Andy Blanton is Cafe Candar in Whitefish, Montana. Brooke Williamson, she owns Playa Provisions, Hudson House, and the Triple in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Eric Skoken, he owns the restaurant Black Cat Farm Table Bistro and Bramble and Hare in Boulder, Colorado. So definitely a wide variety of different chefs from all over the country. So that's gonna be cool.
Does it say that the chefs own the restaurants or?
Okay, yeah, that's that.
They're probably from the restaurant.
Yeah, well, I know that Andrew Blanton, that he does own Cafe Candar.
Okay.
Yeah. But actually, I read his bio, and I thought it was kind of cool. He started dishwashing at the age of 15, and, that's worked his way up, and then, went to culinary school, and now he owns a restaurant at the Big Sky Resort in Whitefish.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's going to be great. Check it out if you guys want to. Union Club has traditional Irish music starting at 6. This is every Friday, and it's just traditional Irish music, exactly what it says. Jigs, reels, hornpipes, waltzes, and songs. So, and the Union also has a pretty good happy hour too. So go check that out. Their University of Montana in the Park TV Center in the open space is having a dance concert. This is called Fall Studio Works, an informal dance concert. Starts at 6:30. There are 2 programs. First one starts at 6:30. Program 2 starts at 8:30. This is for November 21st and the 22nd. It's $9 for general seniors and students, and then $6 for required students and floor seats. So I'll tell you guys all the music going on tonight. At the Palace, Mike Bogan, David Dallagee with Sherbert, Hemingway, and Tommy John are going to be playing. Starts at 9 p.m. and it's $7 in advance or $10 at the door. Oh, and it's 18 and up, starting at 9. Yeah. So, hey, if you're underage, you can go check it out. I hate those big X's, though.
Oh, yeah, the big X's.
And you
don't have to worry about that.
No, I don't. No, I
you
don't. But I'm
that.
reminiscing. I'd always try to rub them off in the bathroom. Let me get drinks. I'm 19. But no, I'm going to be 23 in a month.
You're old.
I know. Oh, my God. Okay.
And Happy New Year.
Yeah. The Badlander is having I'll House You, which is just a DJ set. It starts at 9. It's no cover and $4 energy drinks all night.
Oh, jeez.
So you can just drink energy drinks and dance to bass.
Dance your face off.
That sounds awful.
That sounds really bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I call the Badlander the bad idea. That's always where I end up at the end of the night, and I'm like, oh, how did I get here?
Yeah, that's how I feel about Charlie B's.
That's how you feel about Charlie's? Charlie's is where I start. Charlie's is my favorite bar. Charlie's in the Union. I love the Union is so fun.
Union's pretty cool.
Well, every weekend the Union has got free music. And so, you know, it's a great bar. I like it, yeah. Okay, so Monks is having an official Rusco pre-party. Rusco is an electronic DJ. He'll be at the Wilma tomorrow night with The Truth. So Monks is having a pre-party tonight because I guess they're just going to party for 24 hours. So starts at 9. It's an evening of heavy bass and 808, which I don't know what 808 is. It must be like some electronic music term. I don't know. So no covered. $2 bass juice. I don't know what that is either. $1.50 vodka drinks.
Speaking of bad ideas.
Yeah.
Hey,
let's have some bass juice.
I want some bass juice. Yeah, it was like $2.
Can I get some bass juice?
I got it from my student loan.
So the DJs that are playing are Deadline, DigiFreak, Capture, and Lecture. I'm sorry.
DigiFreak, nice.
Capture and Lecture. I don't know if Capture and Lecture are going to do the same thing, but I'm sure be careful about getting captured because you might get lectured. That was so
Are
funny.
they 2 different DJs?
Yeah, they are.
They should combine forces.
Yeah, they should be.
It'd be pretty awesome. Unless they're like, one's like all rap and one's all dubstep. Who knows?
Either way, it's bad. Okay. Copper Mountain Band is having an ugly sweater party at the Sunrise Saloon. Which kind of cracks me up because the Sunrise Saloon is a cowboy bar. So that'll be interesting. Starts at 9, no cover.
And the back room, Dark Horse is the
Yeah.
heavy metal bar.
Yeah, it's a heavy metal bar. So I don't know. Cool. Yeah. Band in Motion is going to be at the Union Club at 9:30 tonight for free, as always. And Miller Creek will be at the Top Hat at 10 tonight for a $5 cover. So that's what's going on Friday. Here I've got Saturday events up next. So Montana Health Insurance Marketplace Enrollment Fair is happening at the St. Patrick Hospital Conference Center. It starts at 9 a.m. You can learn about health insurance options through the Montana Marketplace, as well as information about premium tax credits that'll help make health insurance more affordable. And there are certified application counselors that'll be there to answer any of your questions. Mismo Gymnastics is having family fun time at 9 a.m. tomorrow. There's an open gym for ages walking to 12 years of age. They offer a supervised and safe environment full of obstacle courses, trampolines, and foam pits. Members are $5 and non-members are $8. So either way, really affordable. The Roxy lately has been playing a lot of recorded, live theater performances, which I think is cool because then, It's recorded. You can watch it at your leisure. So they're having the Met Live tomorrow at 11 a.m., Barber of Seville. And it is a Tony Award winning, so this is produced by Tony Award winning director Bartlett Sher. And, I'm not really sure what it's about, but I know that's in a comedic opera. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So for adults, it's $20. Seniors is $18, which is 65 and older. And student and children are $15. Missoula Art Museum is having a members orientation and artist talk. Elizabeth Dove is the visiting artist that she's going to discuss her work. Corpus of the Unknowable. This is in the Goldberg Family Library at the Art Museum. That starts at 11 tomorrow. Bitterup Gymnastics has their trampoline drop-in for ages 5 to 12 years of age. This cost is $8 or it's $12 for siblings. It's from 11:30 to 12:30. And so this trampoline drop-in, it's going to be a class that focuses on front and back flip progressions. So pretty much just like a trampoline, backflip, and front flip class tomorrow. Yeah, pretty cool. Green Path Herb School is having a class on herbal oils, salves, and lip balms. You can learn how to make all of those. Elaine Chef will give you recipes on to help with skin healing, fungal infections, first aid, massage, sore muscles, and joints. You can learn how to, add essential oils to your salves or lip balms and make your own natural ingredients and natural beauty products. Class cost is $35, but if you want to take home a lip balm and a salve, it's an extra $10. So $45 in all. Montana Natural History Center is having their kids activity all about bears. So they're going to learn about the lives of bears through activities and games. They're also going to have bear skulls, claws, and hides to see and touch. $3 for non-members and $1 for members, and adults are free. And tomorrow is the Cat Grizz football game. Woohoo! So, University of Montana will be going against their rivals, Montana State University. So that's happening tomorrow. I do believe the game is at 3:30, so kind of late afternoon game. So the game starts at 3:30, and tickets are sold out. I know that for sure. But at Stage 112, they're having a Cat Grizz after party. The doors open at 3 there, which I don't know. I mean, game starts at 3:30. I don't know why their doors are open at 3. But anyway.
They're going to show the game and have live music.
Well, live music doesn't start till 6:30.
Oh yeah, which totally makes sense, because that would be like, they'd yell at the musicians, stop playing.
I want to watch the game. Yeah. So
I guess they're hosting the Grizz game there.
Are they?
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
They have televisions there, so yeah.
Cool. Stage 112 has got a really nice bar, a really nice dance floor and seating area. So music starts at 6:30. Andre Floyd is going to be playing, Rob Quist and Great Northern, Good Old Fashioned, and Ted Ness and the Rusty Nails. And then Monks is also having a Cat Grizz after party. It's going to be a bunch of DJs and Soul Candy go-go dancers are going to be dancing. And there's drink specials, beer pong, all the fun activities that go along with drinking. Like I said earlier, Rusco and Truth is going to be at the Wilma tomorrow. Cost is $24 and it starts at 7. And it's electronic music. And the Missoula Senior Center is having their Trillion Bass Trio. So if you don't want to listen to like computer bass, you should listen to real bass. Yeah. At the Senior Center, $7 for singles, $10 for couples. That sounds nice. And then the music that's going on tomorrow night, the Beans and Joe Show, which is rock. They're going to be at the Walking Mustache at 7:30. Absolutely, with Chris Moon and Monte Carlo. They're at the Badlander. It's a DJ set at 9. Copper Mountain Band, they're going to be playing at the Sunrise Saloon. They're country, and they start at 9. 3-Year Dog is going to be playing at the Union Club at 9. They're rock and roll and blues. And the Little Smokers with Corey Quinn is going to be playing at the Top at 10 p.m. for $7. So that's what's going on for today and tomorrow. Up next.
There's a lot of great stuff. We have some megs we want to talk about. I do want to talk about, there's an event going on tonight. The Headwaters Dance Studio is going to be putting on a show at 7:30 at the Missoula Children's Theater, aka or Missoula Community Theater for some of you. It's great. Just a lot of cool things in terms of that. Let's see. Hold on a second. Okay, so we're gonna shoot that. MCAT is gonna be shooting the Headwaters Dance thing So it's a MEG. It's media assistant grants that they signed, and you and your nonprofit organization can sign a media assistant grant by logging onto our website. You can do it electronically on our website by logging on to MCAT. Oh, wrong face.
My face.
So this is MCAT.org. You type it in and you can go to, let's see, it's under Media Assistant Grants, under Services. You click on that and it describes everything that you need to know before you sign the form, a lot of stuff. Then you fill out your stuff, your contact information, when, where, what the event's going to be all about, and you guys can put on programs like the ones I'm about to show you in a second. We have 3 programs that we shot not too long ago. One of them is the Wilderness Association. Another one is the John Browning Symposium Part 2 by Law. And then the last one is Pianissimo, and it's Part 4.
Nice.
And they invited a whole ton of pianists to play all at once.
Cool.
So this is
That's
all
awesome.
the stuff that's happening today and tomorrow on MCAT. If you don't want to go out and do any of the stuff that Noelle was talking about.
Which is just fine.
This is just fine. It's up to you. You make your own choices. Anyways.
You are the creator of your own universe.
Yes. And here's some of your highlights for your MIGs for tonight.
The quality of wildness is important. Wildness is the quality that lives in every man and woman, and going out into the wilderness is one way of finding it, you know. And I have a friend who can find humility before nature in his backyard watching ants, and that's just fine. Myself, I need herds of grizzlies roaming over vast regions of tundra.
Thank you, Martin, and thank you to the Law Review staff for including me on this panel, especially Colin Phelps. I was intrigued to see the topic of the panel called Cooperative and Uncooperative Federalism at Tribal, State, and Local Levels. It jumped out at me that we in Montana live at the vortex of these various levels. We have about 1/3 of our state is comprised of federally owned land. That includes land that's United States Forest Service land, Bureau of Land Management lands, land designated wilderness areas, as well as Glacier National Park, Yellowstone National Park, and 7 Indian reservations.
Pianissimo.
Awesome. That was awesome. I love that.
Yeah, so you see a whole ton of pianists, and Pianissimo was an ongoing series because it was pretty much an all-day event. Ron got to shoot it. Ron gets his first choice, and he usually chooses all the music stuff while we get stuck with lectures.
Yeah.
Darn you, Ron! Curse you, Ron! Ron Scholl is the chief MEG cameraman here at MCAT, so you contact Ron Scholl at MCAT. You can contact him at rscholl@mcat.org to get your event, your lecture, your special thing up on MCAT and to film it and spread it across the world, and we post it on YouTube and all sorts of great stuff. But I do want to talk about one event that MCAT's been kind of promoting, and I think it's really cool, and it's called An Irish Christmas in Montana. And I just think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be on December 6th and 7th, and here is another taste of the music from An Irish Christmas in Montana. Yeah.
Cool. So cool.
A lot of great stuff, and
Yeah,
you
that's
guys can
beautiful.
check out more information at friendsofirishstudies.com. And speaking of websites, be sure to check out our brand new spanking website at mcat.org. All sorts of great stuff. You can also look at Wake Up Missoula, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/Wake Up Missoula. You can find out more information about MCAT by logging on to Facebook as well. Not to mention Wake Up Missoula on Facebook. You should totes like us. You can follow us on Twitter and all sorts of great ways to get in touch with us as well. You can contact us at mcat@mcat.org, or you can call us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542-MCAT. And I see that we are definitely running out of time, so I want to thank my co-host Noelle for joining me this morning.
Thanks,
and I hope she has a
guys.
wonderful weekend of studying and working hard to get her school done.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
But yeah, and I hope the Grizz win the football game.
Yeah,
Go
I hope
Grizz.
so too. That'd be
It'd
nice.
Be awesome.
Tomorrow's gonna be ridiculous. Whether win or lose, tomorrow's gonna be ridiculous.
Yes. There'd be fights.
Fights,
There'd be riots.
cries, tears,
Taking
riots,
it to the street.
fights, laughs, punches probably.
So for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramp.
And I'm Noelle McAvoy. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you Monday.